Hi, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. I'm working in my journal today. I made some fun stuff. Yeah, I gotta start. But I made these, well, these are just some clip art and stuff like that, mainly. But I made these little houses, and I thought they turned out kind of cute. I made them out of old fabric, and anyway, and then I used them and yeah. Anyway, I made paper houses out of them. So that was fun. I've been doing that today and thought I would share them with you. If anybody's interested, I will put them in my Etsy shop, but I didn't know if anybody but me would be interested in them. But I think they turned out kind of cute. I like the little rickrack on that. And I think that was an apron pocket. And this was just some old fabric that I had. And anyway, so it turned out kind of cute, I thought. So anyway, you can let me know what you think. But like I said, if anybody's interested, I will I can list them in my Etsy shop. I have lots of stuff. I've already got my backgrounds. If you watched my last video, I did not finish, by the way, just in case you were wondering. I got to the 12th, I think, and putzed out. So anyway, I knew I was going to do that. Let's see, I don't have my other scissors in here because I've been out in the living room cutting out. Oh, I made flowers too out of some old fabric. Anyway, I made, I've been cutting out magazines like crazy, or cutting images out of magazines. But I wanted some houses, and I was gonna draw them, and then I thought, well, I will make them out of old fabric. And so that's what I did. Because on my days that I get to stay home, I don't always have a lot to represent that in my journal. Sometimes I do because it's busy days at home, but I thought I would use these to indicate those days. And they were just fun to make. So again, that's all the reason you need, right? Oh, and let's see, I want one for that day. Let me use my little cheat sheet here. I've got my, what else do I have? I have a whole bucket full of stuff over here. Oh, and let's see, yesterday was Eclipse Day. So yeah, I'm just a smidge behind. So, but I can put those in there. And I don't guess we're having another eclipse anytime soon, so we can put our glasses in our journal. I'm sure there'll be lots of us doing that. And I have some magazine images, and I have, oh, this napkin is better. We had a little party at church Sunday in our Sunday school class. Sorry, I realized I wasn't talking in the direction of the camera. I could have just brought the basket over here. So, I'm trying to, my goal is to use my magazine images for journaling more than I have been. A lot of times I'll pull them out of the magazines along with glue book images, and then when I need one, I'm like, I know I had it somewhere, but I can't find it. So I went ahead and cut every one of them that I came across. I cut them out. And I think this goes on this day. Let's see. No, goes on this day. Yep. Okay. So anyway, my husband went out of town over the weekend. And so he went fishing. And he stayed in this cabin, so I'll put that on that day. And, yeah, because I think I'm going to have a lot on that day. I don't have to use this, but I saved the packaging for it. My friend came over that night, the one that has the She has, well, she has 3 kids. She has 3 kids of her own and then 2 foster kids, but 2 of the kids are adults. So she came over with 2 of the kids, the younger kids, and they know that I have applesauce. And the little girl says, "You make the best applesauce." I'm like, "Well, honey, I don't, Mott's makes it actually, but she said it's the way I add the cinnamon to it." So, hey, you take kudos where you can get kudos, right? So, this would go on. Okay, good. I'm glad that matches. I was a little worried. And do I have a piece of tape handy? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, so the age-old question. Are you current? Are you doing a journal? You know the answer to that question for me. I'm not current, but I am doing a journal. Okay, I have more things in my hand than I can deal with at one time. Okay, there. I'm just trying to separate this napkin and it's not wanting to come apart. So we had a nice little get together, a little brunch kind of thing in our Sunday school class. And we were in between studies. And we've been, uh-oh, made a hole in that one. Well, that's a bummer. It's okay. I have plenty. And I just thought I would glue part of this or some of this or all of this or something on here. Let me see what else I have for Sunday. And then what did I do with this little guy is going to go on Friday. Because that was me and the pizza because, you know, I don't get it very often. And it reminded me of the kids. So that's going on that day. And I have a couple of other magazine images. This is just a garden day. That would likely go on. I'm going to set those to the side because it's one of those things if I don't need them. This is just kind of like chatting with a friend. And strawberries because the strawberries are plentiful. Cup of coffee. And this was in one of my magazines. I'm assuming the HGTV. And it was a smaller picture of the front cover of the magazine. So I have been, I've been sitting in the living room, like while my husband was gone, and cutting out magazines. Let's see, I know I did a lot of that Saturday night. I do believe. So we're just kind of stuffing and moving on, right? And then I will pick a place to start. I was going to start with this and that way let it dry while I was pondering what else I was doing. And I'm trying to see what I have, what all I have that day. Did a video. I went to see Miss Sue and cut up more magazines. So I'm not going to have a whole lot on this day. So I think I'm going to... I don't think that I have a water pen in here. And I wonder if this is going to let me tear. Because I was thinking I would just kind of tear it like that. Let's see if it's going to let... Oh, it is going to let me do it. Wow. Well, it's going to let me tear it down. It's not wanting me to tear across. Okay. That will do. Nice springy colored magazine, or yeah, magazine, right? Napkin, not a magazine, napkin. I don't have much left in there. Let's see. Oh, okay. No wonder it was a little faded out. Let me use the other piece. I had it upside down. No. What did I do wrong here? I tore it the wrong way, but then this piece should work. I'm not understanding what the problem is here. Help me understand. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Let me just tear this piece that way, and then I'll just put a little piece of it. Ooh, my fan is blowing everything around. Okay, so I'm gonna put, I wonder if this will let me put it on the back of the napkin without tearing it. I do not know. This glue stick is dragging a good bit, so it's probably not, probably would have torn the napkin at some point. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Might need a little bit. Ooh, gloppy. Gloppy, gloppy. See if I can scoop some of that back up. Yeah, I never thought about the glue stick as a scoop, huh? Well, I glued stuff I didn't want to glue together. Okay, well, if all else fails, tear it again. How many ways can you mess up a napkin? I didn't get glue all the way over here. And I apparently didn't get it up here enough. All right, so that will eventually dry. And just add some fun color to the background. I mean, we already had some color on. Well, it doesn't help that I was gluing on top of that. That's what that bump was. I was wondering what in the world I had in there that was so hard. Now I know. Okay, so I find some of this. I found this little magazine, this little clip art of a magazine, and I thought that was cute. And cutting that one. And I did mean to pre-cut these before I got on video, and I just didn't. But it doesn't take too long to cut them out. I went to see Miss Sue, so this was my, you know, she's kind of become like my grandma. She's so sweet, and it's been a while since I've seen her. I meant to go by there like at Easter, and I had made her an Easter card and had her a bag of jelly beans, because I know she's like, how did you know I like jelly beans? And I just told her, I took a wild guess. I think she had told us that a while back, but then part of me just says, I know that I don't want to stereotype, but I know like my grandma loved jelly beans. I know my mom loved jelly beans. I figured it was a safe bet. And I know that as you get older, you tend to like sweets more, so, because that's happening to me. So, and it's exactly when you don't need them, right? So as you get older, your sweet tooth increases as your metabolism decreases. Is that how this works? Because I'm thinking that's a little bit backwards. But again, they don't ask me. I just have to go follow the rules. Okay, so I went by her house after church, and I went by myself. I flew solo again, and I got there by myself. And if you didn't watch the last video, I had shown you my new numbers that I made. Obviously, I've cut the rest of them out. I've cut 1 through 13 out. But these are just some colorful collage numbers that I did. And I did them in black and white. These are listed in my Etsy shop. The black and white ones aren't yet, but I'm going to try to have them listed tonight. So, I didn't get a chance to do both of them this morning. I run that battle at this time of the year between getting outside. If I have outside stuff to do, it's like I have to get out there early enough But the early morning, while I'm sitting there watching the news or whatever, just having my coffee, is also when I tend to do like my computer stuff, whether it's Etsy or drawing or, you know, Instagram or whatever. I tend to do that in the mornings as well. So it's always a battle of, well, do that later and get outside first. But, you know, so I try to balance it. Just because it starts getting so hot. Even by mid-morning here. Yesterday I went out and it was so humid. The weekend had been so nice. Oh, these are the days that go with them. The days of the week. And I haven't finished cutting them, so I'm going to put them in my pocket here. So, anyway, I thought I would just get a start and play. And, so, did all of you see the eclipse? Well, all of you who had an eclipse to see. We, where I live was at about 75%. The only problem was we had about 100% cloud coverage. So that kind of, you know, put a little bit of a damper on trying to see anything. But we did, this picture right here, it might have gotten a little bit more than that, but this was, I had tried to take pictures of it. This was a picture a friend took and sent me, so I'm using her picture. So, which I'm sure she would not mind if I use it in my journal. I'm giving her credit. Her name happens to be Melissa as well. So, that was not this day though, that was this day. And then here is my ugly mug with my goofy glasses on, like I can see anything, because it was just nothing but cloud coverage. But we did get a little glimpse in between the cloud coverage. So, it wasn't too bad. My brother was in the 100% line, and so that was really cool. I had been texting back and forth with him that morning, and yeah, it was just really cool. Oh, I usually put what day these are, and I did not do that. Pretty sure this was Saturday. It's just a picture of my backyard, my greenhouse, and sometimes I just like to take a picture and remind myself of my little oasis that I have in my backyard. And these are some pictures of, this was the first echinacea of the year, and this is my quietness rose. It's not fully bloomed. I got another picture today because it's fully bloomed today, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a vintage rose. I did not know there was such a thing. But, yeah, I really wish I had put the days and dates on there. I think it was either Friday. It must have been Friday that I took those. Okay, so then Wednesday, after I worked the clinic, I went by the little feed store. And that picture's very red because they had a lamp on. But look at the little chicks. And that one wanted to come home with me so badly. And I wanted to take him home. But I was good, and I did not. That was Wednesday. So, this is Thursday. Nope. I skipped a day. That was Thursday. I put, and I think these might have been on Thursday as well. And, what else did I do that day? Have some videos that I made. This seems about par to me, doing, I try not to do a whole week at a time, but I did get a late start, not only making my journal, but I got a late start making my numbers, and so when I should have been journaling or making my journal, I was making printables. I was making my numbers because I wanted to, and, so yeah, I got a little behind. But that's okay. I can catch up. I have my notes. So, let me just set these to the side and I'll come across them. What was I doing? I was back to this day with the little house. And it was a home day. I kind of chilled. I watched Hallmark movies. And I gardened. And, oh, I planted peppers. So yay, we get to use some of Lydia's printables. This is Lydia at February and June. She has these garden veggies printables, and they look amazing. So I planted peppers that day. Let me get my smaller scissors and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And, but yeah, I just thought I'd come on and get some stuff in my journal and talk to you while I was doing it. And, because that seems to be my preferred way of journaling these days. You know, I've almost even done coming here, and okay, call me weird, I don't care. There have been days where I've come into journal and it feels like it's so quiet and so, you know, whatever, and I'm like, I should just turn on the camera, whether I intend on posting the video or not. You know, I thought I could still film and then, you know, pretend y'all are here. I have not actually done that yet, but the thought did cross my mind. So what else did I do? Garden water. Let me see what other... I know one of these days I up-potted a bunch of tomatoes. Oh, garden right here in the front. I think I have one that has watering. Yep, right here. Well, that one got cut off, but we'll use it anyway. You get the idea. We are in for some serious storms tomorrow, but it has not rained much in the last couple of weeks. We had one night that it was supposed to rain a lot, and it didn't. I mean, it did rain, but not enough to, you know, water the garden significantly. So I've been having to water a lot. And, yeah. So, I might just put her right next to the house, and then I can put here. Now, I had made these journaling spots for such occasions. Do you remember? I think I started making some of these with you. I started making some tags with you, and then I made these on the sly without you. I could use this. It has peppers on it, and tip it in. I'm going to put it in here just in case. I don't think I have that much to say, and I don't think that I need like a pocket or anything like that. So, I'm going to set that in here. I don't think I have like a TV or, I mean, I usually do. Because I think I was really lazy that day for part of it anyway. Yeah, not that I, you know, not that I necessarily need to, what would that be under? I'm over here digging without you. Oh, I do need one of these too. Oh, and I forgot to print off more. I can use one of these though. I forgot to print off more of those. Product tags, places, medical. I don't need that, thank goodness, this week. Letters, journaling spots. Don't think I need that right this second. Journaling, I might need that. Fishing, got that. Emojis. Cleaning day. Chores. I don't think there's going to be a TV in chores. What do you think? That's my daughter's bus. It has its own sleeve. Butterflies. Bunnies. Oh, I should have used... Oh, I see a TV. Let's see. I see one. I see a little one. A little TV just means you didn't watch a lot of TV. A big TV means you watched a lot of TV, right? This is all mini stuff. Well, food. Oh, activities. That's what it's in. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be in chores. That one will work. It's plenty big. I actually thought I had one in here. No, here's a little bit bigger one. I'll use that. I'm going to need those suitcases this weekend. Yay! I get to go somewhere. No, this was the Hallmark, the Christmas movie marathon. I knew I had something in here that represented the... But not... Yeah. Okay. That'll work. I don't document all my TV watching, but... You know, we have this home here, and I thought the TV would look kind of cute along with it. And I apparently did enough of it that I put it in my notes. So I think I just had a very chill day. I must not have been... It wasn't that I wasn't feeling good. I think I just wasn't, you know, real... something. What? Feeling very adventurous? No. I think I was just tired. That's what I really think. And then I can put about... I don't think I need this tag. I will have plenty of other opportunities to use that. I'm going to put this over here, even though I'm inclined to put it on the other side. I think I'll put it over here because it takes up more space, and this is a whole page. No. Let's do it here. I like how that butts up against the house like that. And then I'll put the peppers here, and then this can be my journaling space. Yeah, let's do it that way. Go ahead and get this bad boy glued in here. Still has some in it, but this glue stick is running out. I still have a couple that I can dig out. You know, dig out some of the glue out of it. I just haven't. I need to very soon because I have a pile of them that need, you know, that still have a little bit left in them. What happened? Did I not get glue on it? Maybe I did not. So, how is April treating you so far? It's going fairly well over here. It's going by really fast. I don't know, is it for you too? I cannot believe today is the 9th. And it's like, I'm floored. I'll put them down here. So everything's represented. And where are we at on time? Tuesday I had, let me put up my mess here. Put up some of my mess so I can get to my other mess. I had, I made my journal that day, and I did another video. I had something else to go on this page. All right, it'll go at the top. I just won't have much journaling space. That's all right. Of course, I could come back. I could lift this, and no. I'm just going to put it at the top, and it'll be fine. I was going to say I could overlap them, but I will do that right there. So I must have not watched that much TV because I did get some gardening done, and I got some journaling done, and I planted peppers. So I'm thinking I went out early in the garden and then used the afternoon and watched some television. You know, sometimes I'll do that when I come in from the garden, and I'll come in and eat lunch and then watch something, or that was not, you know, that interesting enough to tell you, but I did anyway. So this is, I worked at the clinic, and no, No, I did not. That was the next day. Oh, I worked on this day. I made 2 videos and I worked on printables. So I have these little app icons that I drew. I have, that's Etsy, and I haven't been using them. That's Patreon. This is like watching YouTube, like regular YouTube. This is YouTube Studio, like if you're a content creator. And then that's my art app. So that's what I was working on. And I drew those. I would love to put them on Etsy. I don't know if anybody else would want them. But I'm not sure, I don't know all the copyright issues that might present. So I haven't. So if any of you have any thoughts on that, you're welcome to share. Some things are fun. I mean, I did draw them. So I didn't just take a picture of them. I drew them. I recreated them. So I should be able to list them. And I thought about just doing it. Of course, I don't know if anybody else would want them. But I did, because it represents that I drew. To me, it does. So there was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, okay. I'm going to skip. That's all that goes on that day for the most part. I was going to skip to this day because I have a funny story. Okay, so I worked the clinic. That wasn't the funny story. And since I didn't have a class or anything like that, I got out of there at a relatively decent time. So I thought, well, I'm going to stop by the, oh yeah, because I already told you I stopped by the feed store. And anyway, I ended up working there for like 2 hours. Not officially, of course, but let me see, I'm going to put that there. Let me trim these down just a little bit, just to make them even. And so I go in and I talk to the little chicks for a minute and, you know, goo and gaw over them. And then I needed some seeds. They didn't have a plant that I wanted. And so, you know, I just go in on the regular. They know me. And so I was talking to the people that work there. And so one of them actually sent a customer to me for help. Because she said, lady in the ponytail, she said, you're who I'm looking for. She said the lady that was talking to me said that the lady that worked there told her to look for the lady with the ponytail. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know if that came out right. So, what else do I don't, yes. So anyhow, she had a question about gardening. And so they sent her to me to answer her question. And they knew that I had done the classes and stuff like that. So anyway, so I was talking to her. Well, then another man comes up to the seed counter. He's asking the guy that works there some questions about the seed. And they look at me and I said, no, that's not what they are. We already checked it out. He was looking for something specific. And I said, no, because I wanted some too. So that's not it. So anyway, so I proceeded to talk to the man. The long story short is I brought the man back to my house. Now, I know that there's 1,000 things wrong with that, and all of y'all just did a collective. But, and I'd like to tell you that I live in a small town and everybody knows everybody, but that's not entirely true. It is kind of a small town. It's very spread out, so everybody doesn't know everybody. But it's, anyway, I had talked to the man. He was looking for a specific tomato. They didn't have it. I knew I had like 50 extra plants I was about to sell. And anyway, so I told him, I said, get this and this here. And then I didn't take away a sale from the store. And I didn't sell the man the plants. I gave them to him. So, let's see. I got to glue something down while I'm talking and I can't think because I'm talking. So I'm going to put, boy, you can barely, oh, it's upside down. I wish that hadn't come out so red because that little chick was gray, kind of that white smoky gray. And it's a little lavender. And oh, she was so sweet and so cute. I think I'm gonna do it this way, and then I can journal and then do it down here. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, I just knew, because I didn't let the man in my house. I showed him the garden, and showed him the plants, and showed him, answered some questions and did all the things. He followed me home. I only lived like 2 miles from there, and I had already given him my number. But then when I found out he lived like 30 minutes away, I said, well, if you have time, I have plenty of the plants that you're looking for. So he bought the stuff there that he was getting, and then he followed me. And I thought, okay, dear Lord, don't let this man kill me when I get home. And then don't let my husband kill me for bringing some strange man home. So, I don't know. I just do these silly things sometimes. So, I know it's not advisable, but I can't help it. My husband says you could talk to a stump. And I can and probably have, I talk to the lizards outside. I talk to, I don't know. I'm just a friendly person. So, and I like to help people. So he was very, very grateful. And he loved the garden and enjoyed the chat. Come to find out, but okay, hold on. Because then people driving by, and I said, oh, dear Lord, somebody that knows us is going to drive by, and they're going to call my husband and tell me there's some strange man out in the garden with his wife. And, but anyway, my in-laws pull in. And I said, oh, no, now he's really going to get a phone call. So, but they didn't. They did call me, but they didn't call him. And so, I was going to go ahead and add my lines while I'm at it on this page. So, anyhow, I get myself into more mess. But, oh, I know what I was going to say. So it turns out that the guy is, I don't know which one I want. I think I want this one. Turns out that the guy is a really good friend of my husband's. It's his uncle. And anyway, so there. So he wasn't a total stranger. I mean, it was the first time I had ever met him. But we knew some of the same people. So then we started talking about what a small world it really is. Especially here. And so, yeah. So that was my story of the day. And I lived to tell about it. I wasn't scared. I did have the thought on the way home, though, that this probably isn't a good idea. But it was too late. I was committed at that point. So, yeah. So, there. Alright, so that was my Wednesday. I did Monday. I did not draw my lines for Monday, but I could do that. I'll glue that in later. Thursday, I don't know if I have everything for this day. I do want to cut out another tomato though, because oh no, I know what picture I need. Oh, I already have it on there. That was one of my pictures that I posted my tomatoes on Facebook. So, anyway, I won't probably finish this page because I think I'm missing a picture that I just realized, but so I'm going to move on to Friday. I think I have time to do Friday. All right, so I may do, how much do I have on Saturday? Because I could easily put this on Saturday. So let me see what all Friday has. We did pizza, we did applesauce, Well, they did applesauce. I'm going to put him at the top because otherwise it looks like his head's cut off. And we don't want the little boy's head cut off. Okay, so I did garden this day. I did. It was so nice out. I sold a bunch of tomatoes. I got to visit. That's why I had this. Because I got to visit with a bunch of friends that I have not seen in a very long time. I don't know if you've been around for a while, you might have heard me talk about, and then this is just a garden photo, and I should put this one here, but the one I want is the one that I showed you. Which day did I put that on? My little oasis. No, that was the eclipse. Well, it's around here somewhere. Because that's the one I want on this day. Now, I'm going to put this down here in this corner. I'm going to put him up here. But I also got to visit with my friend that night. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue the kit on. I'm looking for... I wonder if it blew off. I have the strawberries. I have the coffee. I don't know. And I did cut that whole thing up, so there is no telling where it went. But I'm going to glue this kit on. And I will look for that other picture later. I'll just save a little place for it. But anyway, we had a fun day. And it was so nice outside. It was so cool. It wasn't humid. We don't get a lot of non-humid days here. And so when we have them, we treasure them. If you live in the South or near coast or you live in one of those places that, you know, in the shade, you can, even in the shade, you get so hot, you just pour. It's like your face just pours water out of it. And, yeah, so if you live in one of those places, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And so when we have days that aren't that way, we really treasure them. So now I have no need for a tip in here necessarily. I'm stumped. I don't know what I did with that little picture. It's gotta be, it was in with these. What's that? That's fishing. I didn't glue it. It's not there. I don't know. It's all right. But I am going to tip this in just because it's fun. I could try peeling off. I don't know if it would peel apart. Because like I said, I don't really need the tip in. But sure. I'm debating, do I want to back this so I can write on it? Might as well, maybe. What would I back it with? Let's see. If only I had, oops, sorry about that. If only I had, pardon my reach, a drawer full of notepads. Well, I'm gonna quit reaching across you and dig in my drawer behind me. And I think I'm going to need one of those for tomorrow. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? You know what I haven't used in a while? This, I like this. You have to use like a white gel pen or something to write on it. But I love that black notebook paper. Let me put these up because I don't need them. And yeah. Oh, the cap's already off. What do you know? What do you know? So anyway, I back to the man at the feed store, and he did message me the next day and told me how much he appreciated me giving him all those plants, and how much he appreciated my help in the store and all the things. And the thing that we were looking for, he said if I found them, the seeds that we were looking for, if I found them, he would buy both of ours. So I thought that was kind of sweet. And so I'm still looking. I have not given up. So sometimes it's fun to just use this black paper, and it stays in that drawer, and then half the time I forget that I have it. So I really should keep it out a little more handy, so that I'm gonna keep that out handy, because I know I'm gonna need that for tomorrow. They have actually closed our schools for tomorrow. That's how rough the weather is supposed to get. So, and I have to work the clinic tomorrow. So I think it's supposed to come in later in the afternoon. So I think I'm going to try to go in early. And I don't know if I want one here or not. I have that wide Scotch tape, and it works great. It holds stuff, but you can't write over it. So oh, washi. Yes, that fun stuff. Washi. Yay. And look at this one. This one looks like, and I need some sunshine. Did you, if you watched the last video, we played with washi. And we got our washi for, this should do me for April and May. So I don't have apples in there. I have several strawberries and watermelon and bacon. Oh, but I have pizza. Yes, it doesn't match, but I have pizza. This matches better, but we have to use the pizza because I don't get to use it that often. So let me turn this away. And I don't guess it matters which way it's facing. And a little snip here. And then we'll put it on the other side. Might as well, even though it doesn't match. I guess it does okay. I do have some yellow in that pinkish orange, or that reddish orange in the in my background. But this would have matched better. So I'm almost tempted, and this is like one of my favorites. I love it. There's just something about it. It's got a very light floral print to it. And it just looks good. Okay. Well, can we do that a little bit better? Okay. Just because I like it. And it was a washi kind of day. There we go. How are we doing on time? Yeah, I think we need to wrap it up a little bit. There's the picture I was looking for. I was thinking that was Saturday, but it was really, I really think it was this day. But I had people that came Friday and people that came Saturday. It can go on this day. It's all right. It's all right. And oh, I had a crafty chat with Carrie at the Concrete Butterfly that night. So I need to put, and that's what I was doing, is I was cutting up magazines while I was chatting with her, and I trimmed out some vines that were in one of my flower beds, and then my little garden, my little backyard oasis, and I'm going to tip that in like that. But I need a little phone like a little video icon of some sort. Yeah, right? Something like that. What else did I do? Oh, I know what else I did. Ooh. What did I do with them? I went to a yard sale for the first time in like 4 years. And I had somewhere, I thought I put them in here. These were some magazine images I was going to use at some point this month. And I do want to put this in my... I want to put this in here somewhere, somehow. I don't want to tip it in because I want to be able to access it. So perhaps I need to make this a pocket. No. Well, phooey. How would you do that? I don't want to completely fold it. This is not going to make a pocket. I don't want to cut it. I could make a pocket over here. And then fold that up. I fold it out so I will know, because I know he's going to ask me what I did with this, and I want to be able to tell him that we, oh, I put it in my journal for that day. So I am going to need a pocket, or I could hold the phone real quick. I'm glad I didn't glue anything in. Okay, so if I glue it in like that, then I can still open it and look at it. And then I could use this for this day, and I don't need it for this day. Okay. This would be one of those times that I do semi-regret. Not totally, but semi-regret putting that in. Because I probably would still put it over here. And I wonder if there's anything on the back. Yeah, there's really nothing we need right here. I don't know what to do. So, you know what I do? Nothing. I know I still need one other. I am going to need a pocket for that day. So let's see, what would I make a pocket out of? Well, if only I had just made pockets. And tags. Okay, so these are more crafty and these are more garden. That's upright, that's a tag. Here is a garden tag. Perfect. Perfect. And I could even use that one. Or I could use this tag. Or I could use, these are the ones that I made. It has carrot, peppers, lettuce, potatoes, onions, zucchini, tomatoes. I have a pea. I haven't made the pea one yet. And then a crafty one. So I could do this one for the one that, like, my crafty call with Carrie. And I could put those up. So let's try that. Okay, it's going to be a little long. I need to cut just a hair off. Why is that? Why do you suppose that it's a little long? Oh, I don't want to lose that shovel. Let me see if that's enough. Yeah, I think, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it here and then I'll glue it on the inside. Like, I won't glue it all the way to the edge. If I remember that. Let's see. Will I remember that? How far? Well, yeah, we got to go here soon. I'm sure my husband's already home. Okay, so I'm gluing to the edge here and not the edge here. So let me do that one first so I will remember. This is the one I made out of just one of those junk mail cardstock shiny things that come in the mail that I just glued This is a thick one. That was a thick piece of mail. Hopefully that art glitter glue will stick. If not, I'm going to use that Scotch Create Liquid, this one. And then I can put that in there. That art glitter glue just dries so fast. And that one in there. I don't necessarily need this one. I could put this in here instead of a tip in. And then I can put the map in here. And then I busted out my pocket. Oh, let's see. Let's let it dry. I'm trying to push it together. Except it's thick cardstock. It's not wanting to push together. So, let's give it a moment to dry and to be okay with being a pocket. And in the meantime, I guess if I use that, it'll go here. And that'll go here. And then, yeah, everything else will go in the pocket. So I'll use this one to represent, can we use the pocket now? My call with Carrie. This is where my husband stayed. This is where, that was his parking pass. This is where my husband stayed. No, I'm going to have to, it says quit filling me and let me be a pocket for just a minute. No, I got to put some more glue on it. Anyway, you get the idea. It does not want to be a pocket right now. It says no thank you. Okay, well, I guess I need to stop there anyway. It's getting late and I already hear my husband home. And usually I try to get my videos out in the mornings and I did not do that. It's kind of, I'm running later in the afternoon doing it. Or the evening if he's home. So anyway, but yeah, I will probably put some washi here. What would I put here? I know I have a garden one in here. I have all of these that have flowers and I want something that kind of matches. I need something in the purple / terracotta. Yeah, I'm going to find that, huh? How about, what about this one? This one does not stick with a flip. And it's not very wide. But I could put some glue on it. It kind of matches. Kinda. So let's see. I have a feeling it's not going to really help hold anything though. It's just going to sit there and look pretty. Well, good enough. And then I'll probably take one and wrap it. Although that one I think is staying because I gave it a chance to dry. And I really wish I had a wider washi. Anyway, all right. No, that's not staying. And it's going to drive me nuts if it doesn't stay down. What did I do with that washi? Did you see? I already lost it. I need to put some Hello Sunshine washi down here. And tell me if you see the washi. Sometimes I have to go back and watch the video and watch where it rolled off. Because I'm not seeing it. And I didn't think anything rolled off onto the floor. So, oh well, I will find it eventually. But anyway, all right, you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, this is me being a scatterbrain. So you have a nice, wonderful rest of your day. I already said that. And I will see you hopefully in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.